Kia ora koutou, ko Ali Caldwell tōku ingoa. I'm one of the trustees of the New Zealand Ukulele Trust, Te Runanga Ukurere o Aotearoa, and part of the education team that brings you the Kiwileles resource each year. We're excited to be celebrating Te Wiki o Te Ukurere with you all and your teachers, and hope you're enjoying all the online events. We love hearing about all the ukulele groups around Aotearoa and hope you've enjoyed being part of a very special musical group this year. Here in Otipoti, Dunedin, we were hugely excited that 3 of the songwriters in this year's Kiwileles resource live in our city. We're delighted to introduce those songwriters to you this week so you can hear a bit about their songwriting skills and their musical lives. Perhaps it will inspire some of you to write your own ukulele song next year. I'll start by introducing Katia and Noah, 2 enthusiastic Kiwileles from my school who are going to be our expert interviewers this week. Kia ora korua. Today's songwriter is Pesamino Tili. He wrote Tala Ukulele especially for our 2020 songbook. We loved it so much, we included it in the 2021 songbook too. Talofa Pesamino.
Talofa.
Talofa Pesamino. Can you tell us who or what inspired you to write your song?
Firstly, I have to acknowledge Alison Caldwell, who approached me last year, just before lockdown, about writing a song. And there was a whole lot of conditions that went with it. So she wanted it about a song about playing the ukulele around the Pacific. It had to be easy for kids to play. It had to be in Samoan, considering I'm not a fluent Samoan speaker. But it also had to be in the quarter C. Not fussy at all, is she? So I had to go ahead with that challenge and give it a go. So during lockdown, I had the time to actually really think about it, write it, and record the soundtracks during that time. But I couldn't write a song without paying tribute to my late father, Moananu Tili, who was a great lover of traditional Samoan songs. And I feel so blessed that he passed, quite a bit onto me in terms of his passion for Samoan songs and music. And actually, I felt at times I was really trying to draw out as much as I could from him while he was alive. And because in the islands, he sat around, he observed the experts, he listened to them, and he learned, and then he created his own. So basically all my family on that side, who lived on the countryside, from my dad's side of the family, all can play an ukulele or a guitar. So growing up here in Dunedin, Dad was always playing a guitar or an ukulele. Fortunately for me, my kids all play the ukulele, and my son has actually captured the bug in listening to old traditional Samoan music, which is really nice for me. And I mean songs from all the old Samoan people will know when I say the Golden Ali'is or the 5 Stars or Benina or Te Whau. Yeah.
Thank you. Can you tell us how you recorded your song, please?
We recorded it in lockdown last year in about March or April. In a small office at home. We had to record separate tracks for the voice and for the instrument, which I had to work with Alison here in Dunedin, but we did this all over video calling, and also Maria as well. So it was Auckland, we had people from Auckland also recording, Dunedin, and then we had to send all the tracks over to Australia to Philip Griffin, who put everything together.
Thanks. Do you have any tips to write a great song?
I think one of the biggest tips is that you write songs that you are passionate about. One thing I'm very passionate about is my own faith. I'm quite involved in my own church community. And so I suppose you could say a lot of my initial songs were always about my own faith and using prayer and scripture as a base. And for people, they can use all sorts of things. Like I've heard beautiful songs by Dunedinites who write songs about things in nature and things that are happening around Dunedin. So I think that's always the best place to start.
Thank you.
Pesamino, what do you love the most about music?
I think the thing I like most about music is how you're able to express yourself. And in many ways, music can be an extension of who you are. It can, like culturally what I'm thinking, it can secure oneself in their cultural heritage as well as encourage cultural heritage. And it helps lots of people to learn. In terms of, again, culturally with music, it helps to impart things like mythology, stories, cultural practices, and history. And in many ways, music helps to create a community, even with strangers. It brings people together.
Thanks.
Thank you, Pesamino. Thank you, Katia and Noah. We now invite Pesamino to perform his song, and he's joined by two of his own children, Isaac and Therese, who recorded the song with him.
Ukulele I sabo, yue to mama Aotearoa. Ukulele I toke lau, tiki rivas mararotonga. Ta solo ilela lo langi atoa. Tamale loto fia fia. Palomo I pese madie, ai viva matangofie, male ukulele, male ukulele. Talo ukulele I sabo, yue to mama Aotearoa. Talo ukulele I toke lau, tiki rivas mararotonga. Ta solo ilela lo langi atoa. Mona ile sabili, tarama malu mele sami. Mafana fana olela, ole ukulele, ole ukulele. Talo ukulele I sabo, yue to mama Aotearoa. Talo ukulele I toke lau, tiki rivas mararotonga. Ta solo ilela lo langi atoa. Ta solo ilela lo langi atoa.
Thank you, Pesamino, Isaac and Therese, and thank you to all our Kiwi Ladies for watching today. We hope you'll watch our next Kiwi Ladies songwriter interview later in Te Wiki o Te Ukulele. Kia rere te ukulele, let the ukulele fly. Ka kite anō.